Patriots fans, we are 55 subscribers from a massive milestone here at the channel. Can we get to 10,000 subscribers on today's video? The goal was April 1st. We came up just short of that, but let's make sure we get it on April 2nd by hitting that sub button. You get daily content here at Patriots Today on the NFL Draft and the latest trade rumors surrounding the team as well. Whether it be myself, Nic Rohloff, or Harrison Graham, will have you covered. So subscribe, and let's jump into today's video. All right, I am Nic Rohloff of Patriots Today, and on today's show, we're going to talk about this man right here, the Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy, because there is a report out there that the de facto GM of New England, Eliot Wolf, is in love with the Michigan Wolverines quarterback. The report is coming from Tony Pauline, who, listen, he is not the most trustful reporter out there. He misses on a lot of stuff. He's good with draft visits and stuff like that, but I don't really know if he can be that credible. But let's talk about what he had to say anyway, because he did say de facto general manager Eliot Wolf is pushing hard for J.J. McCarthy, and he believes he has much upside as any quarterback in this draft. And like I said, it's not the most trustful guy saying this, but it could be true, it could not be true, and personally, I am going to hope this is a smokescreen. Obviously, it is smokescreen season with under 24 days away until that first round on Thursday, April 25th. New England is going to have to play a lot of mind games with other teams like New York, Minnesota, Arizona, Washington on who they prefer in the NFL draft process if they do want to take a quarterback at 3. And they also have to try to hide if they don't like a quarterback and are wanting to trade back. J.J. had a very illustrious career as a Michigan Wolverine, starting the past 2 seasons full-time. He absolutely was amazing for Michigan, only losing 1 game in his entire collegiate career, and that happened to be in the national semifinal against TCU in the 2023 college football playoffs, but then bounced back and had an undefeated season in Michigan where the Wolverines did win the national title against the Washington Huskies. The numbers aren't going to be too flashy to you, but McCarthy just did the little things, whether it be hit the checkdowns or convert on massive third downs. He actually was statistically one of the best quarterbacks in the entire college level at converting on 3rd and longs. They were a run-first team, but in pass-first situations where they need to pick up a first and a money down, J.J. was actually pretty good at picking up those big first downs. And if you look at the odds from FanDuel, by the way, on his next team, well, the Vikings sit at plus 105. It is rumored that the Vikings and Kwesi over there, who is their general manager, really likes McCarthy as well, and they could trade up to number 4 or number 5 to take the Michigan quarterback. They sit at number 1. But New England is number 2 at plus 340. So are the Patriots going to draft him? I got more thoughts on this in just a second, but I want to know your one-word reaction if on draft night, that 3rd overall pick, Roger Goodell goes up there and reads, the New England Patriots select J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan. What would be your one-word reaction? Drop it for me down below. I'll tell you this right now, I'm not as high on J.J. McCarthy as some other people are in the chat sports offices and in the NFL media circles. So my one word, well, it would be disappointed because of the reason that I'm not as high. And when I say not as high, there's a reason why I say that. I don't believe, even though if you take Tony Pauline's report at face value that Eliot Wolf believes his upside's high, I don't think McCarthy's ceiling is as good as some of these other quarterbacks that are going to be going in the first round. When you look at the quarterbacks in this draft class that are likely going to go first round, these are how I rank them. I have Caleb Williams as my 1, Drake May as my 2. I do believe May is closer to Williams than people think. That's just my personal belief. But Jaden Daniels I have at number 3. JJ I have at 4. Penix at 5. But I'm telling you right now, I think Penix and McCarthy are much more closer than people realize as well. I think Penix can really sling the rock. He's one of the best and most accurate passers from the pocket. But let's just focus on the guys that New England could take with the 3rd overall pick, because I think it really does come down to these 3 right here. Caleb Williams going number 1 to Chicago is a foregone conclusion. That feels like an absolute lock. So it's Drake or Jaden Daniels or JJ going to Washington. And then if whoever they take, it comes down to the other 2 for the Patriots at number 3. I truly believe Jaden Daniels is going to be the pick for the Washington Commanders at number 2. I think he fits the Cliff Kingsbury offense much better than some of the other guys. You mix that in with other rumors out there, what Brian Kelly had to say at the LSU Pro Day. So to me, then, it comes down to North Carolina quarterback Drake May and Michigan QB J.J. McCarthy for Eliot Wolf in this Patriots front office. And to me, it should be Drake May, no doubt. Is J.J. more NFL ready right now? Sure, his footwork's better. He's more accurate at this point in time. But when you talk about Drake May's ability to throw the ball over the middle of the field, layer the football, but also make a lot of things happen with his legs, I just think that his upside is just way higher than J.J. McCarthy's. And to be honest, I think both of those quarterbacks would have to be sat for a little bit in 2024, which is why you have Jacoby Brissett that you signed in free agency. I believe Jacoby's going to start week 1 for New England unless whatever rookie quarterback they take just absolutely flashes in training camp. So I'd expect Brissett to get 4 to 8 starts this season before going to the rookie quarterback. But you forget, if you are deciding between Drake May and J.J. McCarthy, those two are the youngest 2 quarterbacks in the entire NFL draft process. So these guys are young. They have to develop in all areas of their games. But I just think Drake May, if you develop him correctly, will have a higher ceiling in comparison to J.J. McCarthy, which is why I think I would lean on typing my N's on do you want J.J. McCarthy on the Patriots. I'm typing my nose. I'd rather have Drake May and Jaden Daniels. It's not slandering J.J. because I think he could be a fine NFL quarterback. I just don't see him being a potential top 5, top 7 QB in the National Football League, which is what you need nowadays if you want to win Super Bowls. I think Drake and Jaden have that potential if they reach it. More to talk about on today's show, but first I got to show some love because look at this, $24 off this Pats t-shirt hat combination when you go to chatsports.com/Pats combo. You get a sweet red t-shirt with a perfect blue hat to complement that color combination perfectly. The summer's almost here. Grab a hat and t-shirt combo. $24 off. Like I said, chatsports.com/Pats combo. All sizes in stock right now. So go down to the description and comments to go get that combination today. Could this report in smokescreen potentially be driving up the trade value for the 3rd overall pick? Listen, there is a real chance that New England wants to move back from 3rd overall, and if they put out there that they really like J.J. McCarthy or really like Drake May, that could force a team drafting behind them that maybe they like May or they like J.J. to say, well, maybe they will stay there at 3 unless we send a really good package. It could be a chess move by Eliot Wolf in this Patriots front office. I wouldn't put it past them. And if you're thinking about the 4 franchises that really could make a move up for the 3rd overall pick, I think I narrowed it down to these 4. If New England trades back from number 3, I would be absolutely stunned if the other team getting that 3rd overall pick wasn't on this list. Minnesota is the clear-cut favorite to trade up. I think the Giants could be a sneaky team if they fall in love with a quarterback to move up from 6 to 3. Denver wants a quarterback, but they might stay put at 12. And the Raiders at 13 might try to jump their division rival in Denver to move up and grab a quarterback as well. Rumors are they like Jaden Daniels. But if you're asking me about the New England Patriots, and you just saw the 2 or 4 teams on that list, the only 2 teams I would seriously consider a trade with is the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. I have a couple reasons why. With New York, you only move back from 3 to 6. With the Vikings, they have just a shit ton of picks they can offer you, and they seem the most desperate to move up for a quarterback. So let's look at what 2 potential trades would look like. Starting with Minnesota, it would baseline start with these things. When you're moving back from 3 to 11 in this year's draft, where if you move from 3 to 11, you're missing out on the top 4 quarterbacks. You're missing out on the top 3 wide receivers who look to be elite. So to move back that many spots in this draft, it's going to cost Minnesota a pretty penny. So it would no doubt cost them 11 and 23, with 23 is the one they acquired from Houston earlier in this offseason. Next year's first-round pick, and how I'm even going to go another step further and say they would have to offer New England a 2026 first-round pick. It's been reported that the Patriots are likely going to stay put at 3 unless they receive a Godfather-type offer. That is a Godfather-type offer. You get 2 first-round picks this year. You get 2 future first-round picks, which allow you flexibility to make more selections or trade up for a quarterback next year or trade up for a quarterback in 2026. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, and all you got to do is give up this third overall pick and maybe a sixth-round pick in return as well. Now, if you look at the Giants' potential trade back, this is what I think a deal with them would be, because you're only moving back 3 spots. You're still going to have a chance to draft one of those elite wide receivers or the number 1 offensive tackle off the board if you wanted to go that route. So this gives you a lot of flexibility to go maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe it allows you to go Malik Neighbors, Joe Alt at 6 overall. But still to move back and not be in that range to take a top 4 quarterback in all likelihood is it's kind of assumed that they go 1, 2, 3, 4 at this point, with Arizona trading back as well. Well, you only get a second-round pick this year, and that doesn't quite equal the trade chart value of the third overall pick in this year's draft. So we're also getting a second in the 2025 NFL draft from the New York Giants as well. This trade intrigues me because you're still allowing yourself to take one of the elite wide receivers or offensive tackles, and you only get a couple second-round picks where you can address maybe quarterback, wide receiver, offensive tackle, whatever one you don't take at 6 in that second round. So which trade do you prefer? I'm curious to know what you guys have to say on the situation. Would you take the Godfather offer from Minnesota, type 1, or would you rather just go with that New York Giants package where you're moving back a couple spots, still grab an elite guy, but you only get 2 second-round picks for moving back 3 spots? Type your 2s. Let me know which trade you prefer down below. I'll say this, even though I think both trades are fair, both trades would benefit New England long-term for sure, I am staying put at number 3 no matter what. I've just been standing firm on this motion the entire time, right? In order to win in the National Football League, in order to get this rebuild started and going upward in a right direction relatively quickly, you have to get the quarterback position figured out. And to me, there is no guarantee that you are going to be in a position to draft a quarterback that has as much upside and as much talent as a Jaden Daniels or Drake May in the future. There's no guaranteeing that. Listen, the Cardinals were horrific this year, and they are picking 4th overall. You have to have luck mixed with your horrificness to have an ability to draft an elite quarterback like this. There's no guaranteeing you can get a quarterback in the next couple of years in the NFL draft or free agency or trade if you do not take one this year. So to me, the answer is simple. Even if they offer those crazy deals, I'm saying no. I'm staying put at number 3, and I'm drafting J.J. McCarthy. Whoa. That was a slip-up right there. Drafting Drake May or Jaden Daniels. I want to go say Jaden Daniels. I accidentally said J.J. Oh, man, that's rough luck from me. Make sure you are subscribed, though, to the channel, because whether it be myself or Harrison Graham, we're going to have you covered on the latest surrounding the New England Patriots. So join the channel, and let's get to 10K subscribers on this video.